Is this thing on? Yeah, 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 yeah. It's your man, T Peasy, man. Big Tiger, big play killer, whatever you want to call me, man. Just don't call me collect. Look, we back in the building. I don't have my extra light tonight, so I'm gonna just have to bear with me. I got this dirty bulldog hat on, and I got a bulldog hat on for a reason, y'all. Y'all know every time I wear a hat, I'm wearing the hat for a reason, and tis the season to be wearing this Georgia Bulldog hat. All right, I was looking at the winners and the losers for signing day, National Signing Day, and really this is early signing day. National Signing Day is like in February, so the game keep changing. People couldn't wait, so we done sped it up a little bit. So it's really not officially done. We still got more time after the playoffs. Well, not the playoffs. After the bowl games, we're gonna get some more action. So don't get too happy right now. It ain't all over. And I'm finna go down this list and show y'all some teams just that's starting to fall off. I mean, you got to go inside the numbers to see what's really going on. ESPN, all these cats, they not gonna talk about this, but I'm seeing what's going on, and we got to look at some cracks in the armor. So let's talk about it. So we all know we're gonna hit on Colorado first. We all know Colorado did what they did in the portal, number one in the portal. Oh, and if anybody want to get on, y'all text my little business number is 850-209-9778. That number again is 850-209-9778. And I'll send you a link. If you text my business number, I'll send you a link and you can jump in on the live. But what's going on, Big Run? So look, before y'all get to talking and yapping, I lose concentration. Cause y'all know I'm schizophrenic. I be jumping all over the place. Let me get to what I'm trying to say. So everybody heard about the Georgia Bulldogs. They got like 18 to 17 players have already hit the portal before the bowl game, right? So you got to understand, some of these guys are hitting the portal because younger guys are coming in behind them, like the linebacker that I like, that I hope goes to Syracuse. He's hitting the portal. He was up for the Buckets Award, but it's a freshman linebacker that came in behind him that's doing almost the same thing. So most coaches, if they got the same talent, they'll play the younger guy because they're gonna have the younger guy longer, right? Understand that. And so he's looking at the writing on the wall, like, okay, I might play a lot next year, but I'm gonna have to share time with this younger guy. A defense coach, he want to keep his defense fresh, and if he can depend on the younger guy, when think the older linebacker, I don't know his name is BJB or something like that. That's his initials, but he got hurt. He fractured his wrist or forearm or something like that. So the younger guy had to play. The younger guy did good. So now it's like, okay, well, both of them can play. I trust both of these guys. I'm gonna rotate them. So the older linebacker is deciding to leave so he can go somewhere else to get maximum amount of snaps, right? So that's bad for Georgia, but Georgia already has a replacement, a guy that they can trust, that's younger, that's gonna be there longer, and they have two more linebackers coming in as 4 or 5 stars coming in right now behind this guy. So they have depth. Like Georgia signed, I think 24 guys that's in the 4 star, 5 star range, and 28 guys overall. It's down 4 3 stars. So they got 28 guys coming in. They got 18 guys going out. So they replaced what's going out plus more, right? Follow me on this, y'all. Follow me on this. Alabama, where's the Tide, man? Where's the Tide on this paper? The Tide did a great job. It's a Michigan did a great job, and Alabama did a great job. And the reason why I'm highlighting this because these are the teams that's in the playoffs. They there. They there for a reason because they got a system. All right. Let me say Michigan. Michigan, I think they lost one guy in the portal, or maybe they lost two guys and they got a guy. So after everything's all said and done, they only lost one guy in the portal. Where is Bama, man? I put Bama on here somewhere. Oh, Bama brought in one guy and they lost five guys. So they really only lost four guys. And think about it, how Alabama already had the most talented team in the country, and they only lost four guys. All right, Colorado. Colorado brought in 16 guys, and they lost nine guys. So if you look at that, they brought in more talent than they lost. Georgia brought in more talent than they lost. Alabama brought in more talent than they lost because they only lost four guys. They brought in one guy, and then they still signed some guys too. So, like all these teams are getting better. Let me give you an example of a team that's doing bad. Uh, we'll use Cincinnati first. Cincinnati, they're a middle of the road kind of team. Cincinnati, um, I pay attention to Cincinnati because a guy that coached me when I was at Appalachian State, he's the head coach now, right? So I always pay attention to him. I'm kind of salty the way he left App State because he was winning and he left for the bag instead of staying and creating something and building a dynasty. And boom, he left. So I don't care if he win or lose because I know he in it for the money. Uh, but he lost. He signed 8 players, but he lost 22 players. Now let me be fair. This is his first year at Cincinnati, like his coach Prime first year at at Colorado. But I don't think he made people jump into the portal like Prime did. I'm not for sure. I know some guys transfer, but I don't think he really kind of put his foot on their neck to try to get them up out of there. I think he just let the process play out. So, but he's losing 22 guys this year, and he's bringing in 8. So he's losing the bodies. And I looked at how many guys he brought in recruiting. He brought in like 7 3 stars, no 4 stars, no 5 stars. So he's losing talent, right? He's losing talent. All right. Let me show you another team that did it the right way. Penn State. Penn State lost 2 guys in the portal, and they got 2 guys in the portal. Normally, the 2 guys that left are the guys that weren't really going to play a lot, and they probably got 2 guys that they know they need for next year, right? So Penn State, they upgraded, and they signed some guys too. I'm not going over they signees, but they didn't lose in the portal. Let me show you a team that lost in the portal. And we're going to get to 5 stars and everything. I'm going to show y'all how I can see some of these teams are starting to crack and they're starting to break. Um, Let me show y'all a team. Let me give y'all a team that's ooh, they in bad trouble. They in bad trouble. The Florida Gators. The Florida Gators, they got a new coach. I think this is his second year. I think this is his second year, maybe his going into his third year, but he came from Louisiana, Monroe. I know we played against them App State. He won the title. I think he won the title last year. So I think this is his first year in Florida. Um, and a lot of people don't like him. I like him as a coach, but a lot of people don't like him. But he uh he lost 17 guys and he brought in 4 guys. He lost 17 guys, brought in 4 guys. And y'all know Florida got talent. University of Florida got talent. You lose 17 and bring in 4. So now you down 13, right? I think they only signed like 1 4 star and 2 3 stars. So that's you brought in 7 guys and you lost 17. And we're not even talking about the seniors that's gonna leave too. So right now, Florida is behind the 8 ball. Florida had a bad recruiting class and they had a bad portal exodus. So it's not looking good for Florida right now. We talked about Cincinnati. Oh, another big dog. Another big dog. And I feel like Colorado is about to start knocking on their door and causing a lot of problems in Texas. And I'm not talking about Texas A&M. I'm talking about the big dog, Texas. Hey, Texas, they playing in the championship playoffs or whatever it's called now. They made it. They made it to the big dance, but they got 2 guys to transfer in and 9 guys to transfer out. Maybe they're not focusing on recruiting and stuff as heavy now because they're still preparing for games. But as of right now, they lost 9 guys, brought in 2 guys. This is the crazy thing about Florida and Texas, though. This is what I want y'all to understand. Florida and Texas have not signed a 5-star yet. Now, listen, y'all. Texas is the big dog in Texas. Texas is the be all, whatever it's called. They're the creme of the creme in Texas. They have not signed one 5-star in their recruiting class. I'm finna go down a list of schools that have not signed one 5-star. And I'm telling y'all, this is very shocking because I was a little nervous with Colorado. I'm like, dang, we only got one guy. He really hasn't signed yet. That's Jordan, right? So I'm like, damn, that's kind of bad. We only signed one 5-star. Listen to this list of schools that has not signed a 5-star. Here we go. Let's go. So we got Texas, we got Florida, Oregon, Florida State, LSU, Penn State, USC, Ole Miss, TCU, Mississippi State, and Syracuse. Syracuse, y'all made the list. All these schools, no 5-stars. Think about that. And you got Georgia and Ohio State and Alabama just stockpiling all these guys. I thought for sure Oregon with the Nike money, with the uniforms and the big facilities, and USC with the rich history and the no 5-stars. But I think this was a bad year for 5-stars. Even though they saying it's higher than normal, I think it was a bad year because like that one receiver that might go to Ohio State, he might be a generational talent, but I just don't see a lot of guys that's just jumping off the board as just I must see, I gotta have this guy on my team kind of guys. Um, but this was shocking, y'all. When I saw this, I was like, wow. And Washington, now remember, Washington, they in the playoffs too, right? Washington did very good. I don't think they signed a 5-star yet. I don't think. Maybe they have. They're not on my list. But they lost 5 guys in the portal and they got 2 guys. So they only lost 3 guys to the portal. So that means a lot of players are happy and content with being on that team. That's that's called managing your team. When you manage your team and you get playing time for guys that you promised playing time, a lot of guys don't transfer. When you call the players you're supposed to call and everything, a lot of guys say, okay, I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna wait my time. I believe I can start next year. The guy in front of me, I know he's better than me. I can't say too much. I like the system that I'm in. I think I can flourish in this system. So a lot of these schools that you see, except for Georgia, but let me give y'all another little tidbit about Georgia. I heard from a Georgia faithful. He said Kirby Smart is talking to Atlanta. They trying to get him to be the Falcons' new head coach. So I guess he's done what he could do in college football, and he might try his hand at the pros. You know, the pros you have more off time. In college, you really don't have no off time because you always recruiting guys getting in trouble. It's always you the bowl season. It's always something going on in college. So I that might be another reason why a lot of guys are leaving because they might be hearing the rumors too. So that's a little tidbit I'm gonna give y'all. I heard that. So I think that's all I got, y'all. I'm gonna get into these comments now. But Syracuse did, even though Syracuse hasn't signed a 5-star, they got a 5-star guy out of the portal, but they dropped him down to a 4-star, the quarterback from Ohio State. I don't understand why you dropped him down from a 5-star when he had a great year at Ohio State. But they did that. So technically they did sign a 5-star. Uh, but Syracuse lost 14 guys and they only brought in 6 guys on the portal. But like I said, This is Coach Brown's first year, so you want to get rid of some guys that you didn't bring in, especially like the lower uh, 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 talented, the guys that are not as talented. You kind of want to get rid of some of those guys to make room on your roster, so you can bring in more guys that you like. He might bring in a bunch of these Georgia guys, Texas A&M guys. Um, uh, well, they can't bring in no Penn State guys because Penn State only lost 2 guys, but they're making room to fill up this roster with some of the dogs that they think can make a difference. And I'm not gonna stay on too long because I want to actually watch Syracuse. They playing right now, so I want to go watch that game and see what happens. But hey, y'all got the floor again. If anybody want to jump on here, text my phone. Text my phone, and this is my backup phone. This is not my main phone, so you won't be calling me. I'll just sit there and watch it ring all day long. Uh, Text my phone at 850-209-9778, and I will bring you on live and direct so the people can. Oh yeah, and if I bring somebody on, y'all, I'm gonna try to give them like 5 to 10. I'm gonna say 10 minutes, 10 minutes max. I'll give you. But if they come on here, y'all, and they start talking fugazi and they ain't making no sense, we're gonna do it like the Apollo, y'all. Y'all boo them off the stage. If y'all start booing them in the comments, I'll get them off. I'll get them off the live. So there, I put a little pressure on y'all, cause I know some people call up here and just be just wasting time. But all right, let me get to the comments. Uh, I don't know where promo is, man. I hit promo up. Promo, hey, he might be in them streets. I don't know where he at right now. Oh, we got Dallas in the house. Uh, I haven't heard any more news on Jordan Seaton. I haven't heard anything about him. I don't know what is. I don't know. I think I hope they just playing it off to keep Colorado relevant, because every time they talk about him not being signed, it's more airplay for Colorado. What I want Jordan to do, this is what I want Jordan to do. I want Jordan. I mean, talk about let Prime know what's going on, but act like you're gonna commit. Start wearing like a Oregon hat, something like that, and I want him to cut the Oregon hat up or set it on fire and throw it on the ground and put the Colorado hat on. Like, cause you see the other big lineman, he did that, right? He took the Colorado hat off and threw it on the ground and all this extra stuff. Okay. I want Jordan to do the same thing. I want Jordan to do something worse than that. I want I want them to put a oh man, just do something crazy with the buffalo and have him step on the hat or something. I don't know. I feel like Oregon. I feel like he got a vendetta against Coach Prime, the coach for Oregon. I could be wrong, but I feel like he does. Hey, I'm looking on 24/7 Sports. I'm looking on 24/7 Sports, and they said Texas didn't sign nobody. So I'm going by what I see. I'm going by what I see. Uh, yeah, I saw the beginning of the game. Syracuse, the score was like 7-0. So you said they getting cooked 21-0 second quarter. Well, you got 14 dudes already hit the portal, and the quarterback know you got a 5-star quarterback coming in, so them guys they probably thinking about their next home. The head coach gone, the interim coach is coaching them, so they might just they win might be out of set. Them guys know they on the chopping block. They might not be playing hard, man. Uh, Oh dang, I misspelled. Hey, when I put my words in, if it auto correct, I just go with it. Uh, well, I might be wrong about the Texas thing, but I'm looking at the 24/7, and that's what they had on there. They said Texas didn't have no, and that's what I was like, what the hell? Texas no 5 stars. Uh, let me pull it up and see. Let me pull it up and see on my phone again. Maybe I was looking at the wrong school. Players mess up. Uh, but yeah, I don't know where DJ. I sent DJ promo an invite. I haven't heard nothing back from him, so mm, I'm trying to get to the recruiting. Here we go. We on recruiting now. Team rankings. Oh yeah, I'm wrong. I'm wrong with Texas. I don't know what I saw. Texas do have 4 5 stars. I'm wrong with that, but I was right with everybody else. Oregon, Florida State, LSU, Penn State, Michigan, USC, Ole Miss, Wisconsin, Kentucky, North Carolina. A lot of these do Arkansas. A lot of these guys, Stanford, don't have any 5 stars. And I'm looking at the pack, the Big 12. The Big 12, I don't see really nobody in the Big 12 signing 5 stars. So it might be looking real good for Colorado. Now we'll play against a lot of teams that's on our same level as far as talent wise. But we might have the edge in talent. We might have the edge. So from what I've seen with Coach Prime, if he got an edge in talent, more than likely he winning the game. I think I only see him lose 2 games. Well, I'm gonna say 1 game when it was kind of even in talent, or he might have had an edge when he lost. And that was in the Celebration Bowl the second year. The first year, I think South Carolina State might have had more talent than him. Uh, so yeah, so I was wrong about the Texas thing, but everybody else I was spot on. Um, did y'all hear about the guy from Alabama? Oh man, we got a guy from Alabama giving out bad meat, y'all. We got a guy from Alabama giving out bad meat. I think he was the guy that we were trying to get it first, the big D lineman. I'm not gonna say any names. My man got arrested for spreading STDs. Yeah, he got arrested for spreading STDs. So yeah, we don't need that in Colorado. You going back over there. You going back over there to Bama with that. We don't need that. We got some clean snow up here. We don't need nothing in our snow. Uh yeah, he got some bad meat, man. He giving out STDs. So and every year, dog, every year, like so I grew up watching SEC ball. And this is one thing I want to give Coach Prime his flowers on right now. Coach Prime, have y'all heard of any off the field stuff with Colorado guys? With the SEC, man, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas A&M, you always hearing something about some guys done got arrested, some guys done did this. Like it's always something. Oh yeah, hey, it's a takeover. Colorado is like Colorado is officially a resident of Texas right now. We got so many Texas boys. I mean, it's ah, it's over 20 Texas boys now. You know what they say they do it big in Texas? No, no updates. Look, I called. It was funny. I called a guy from the school today from Omar White School, and I'm not gonna say any names, but when I got his answer machine, man, I heard the school fight song come on and all kind of stuff. I was dying laughing. So he a big diehard fan, and I know I can get some answers from him, but I can't get him on the phone. So once I get him on the phone, y'all, and I have a conversation with him. I'll let y'all know what I know if I can let it out. If I can't let it out, I'm gonna hold it. But if it's something I can share with the public, yeah, from what I'm with you, Mike. I believe he's still going through the process. So I don't think Colorado want to sign him until the process is over because they always looking for some bad pub on Colorado anyway. So if they sign him and then something goes wrong, it's a hitch in the giddy up. Now this gonna be front page all over ESPN, blah blah blah. Colorado player, even though he ain't touch, he's not on campus. They're gonna make it seem like a Colorado player is doing something he don't need to be doing, even though this guy wasn't even connected for real with Colorado when this happened. He over 2,000 miles away. So, but I think that's why they just kind of waiting until everything plays out, so nobody can't slang any mud. Uh, what other news? I got a video coming out, y'all, about Syracuse, and I'm gonna give y'all the formula why Syracuse is gonna be so. I don't want to say dominant, but why they're gonna change their program around so fast. Like, cause a lot of y'all don't understand what Coach Prime is doing right now. Coach Prime is putting a lot of pressure. And me and Harold, we was talking about this the other day. His audio keep messing up, man. I can't wait till me and Big Hurt get it right where his audio is playing so y'all can hear what my man be saying, man. My man got a lot of knowledge. And he was just saying how Coach Prime is putting a lot of pressure on a lot of these coaches now because before it was we sign you, we give you so many millions of dollars, we guarantee you all this money, and we got to give you some more money to help sign players. We got to give you some more money for all this other stuff y'all doing, all these flights and this and this. Like y'all should have seen some of these recruiting budgets out the yin yang, like so much money, like they spending like over millions of dollars recruiting. So Coach Prime coming in, doing it on a smaller budget, and he's being more effective. Well, hold on. Let's hold our horses on that. He started off being very effective when he was on that 3-0 win. Then he win streak, and then he went on the losing streak. So now we kind of like, okay, he's we see the talents coming in. We see the teams getting better. But as of right now, he's kind of on pace how most coaches are. When you get a new coach, they might win 2 or 3 more games. So Coach Prime won 3 more games than they won last year. So that's not a big jump. But the excitement, the money, the capital that they raised, I mean, all the hype that they program is back in. I mean, it's back in the conversation again. So a lot of coaches, like the Florida coach, he got paid more money than Coach Prime. He's getting paid. He has access to more money to recruit, and he's not recruiting as well as Coach Prime, and he's really hasn't taken the win total up that much. So with a coach like for Florida State and the coach for let's see another coach the coach for Nebraska, now they AD and the board and stuff gonna start looking at this guy like, look, Coach Prime did all this, and he got a smaller budget, what's going on with our guy? Why can't our guy have the same kind of buzz and this and that and the third? And a lot of people just not comfortable in front of the camera. Even these coaches and stuff, they know how to coach, but they really don't want to be in front of the camera in front of a bunch of people every day. Some people be doing some stuff that they don't want people to know. So they got bad habits. They doing underhanded stuff. So they don't want no cameras around. So it's hard. It's hard to grow a program at the same speed Coach Prime is growing a program when you're not used to being in front of the camera, when you don't have the hype, when you don't have a fan base. Like Coach Prime got a fan base for real from baseball and football from many of teams: Atlanta, Dallas, San Francisco, Florida. Um, so he just got the whole country that rock with him, and a lot of coaches don't have that. So, but they're gonna look at what Coach Prime is doing and saying, "Hey, if he's getting paid this much and you getting paid more than him, we need the same results." Uh, I hope Colorado win 8 games. I think they're gonna win more than 8 games, honestly. And I think we're not done. I think we're gonna still bring in another big time corner, and I think we're gonna bring in another D lineman and another offense lineman. I believe. Uh, Bedford, is that the tight end from Cincinnati, or is that the guy that came from Grambling? I think the guy that came from Cincinnati is gonna get a lot of playing time. The guy from Grambling, I think he's gonna get caught up in the mix. He's a tweener. He's tall, but he's skinny. He's not as fast as some of these other guys that we brought in. And Bradford, is that the guy from? Okay, is that the guy from Indiana? I think the guy from Indiana gonna play a lot. Uh, I don't know. Like I if you get a chain and all this kind of stuff, and the way he was talking about Shador, blocking for Shador by like week 5, like I think he already had his mind made up that he was coming to Colorado. So if he want to drag it out and make it good and have other guys call him and say, "Hey man, why you ain't signed yet?" And he be like, "Oh, I'm signing. I'm just waiting. I'm just boom, boom, boom." Like, cause he's building the hype. He's building the hype, and it's hard for offensive linemen to get hype. Yeah, just think about it. When the last time the world has been talking about an offensive lineman? Like who was the offensive lineman that got drafted last year in the first round? I'll wait. Unless he went to your team, you probably don't know him. So I don't mind Jordan getting his pub right now, but every time he get pub, it's connected to Colorado, so Colorado get pub. Yeah, I think the guy from Indiana, man, he just looked good. He got a nice long body. Like I got cows. I got some bulls that's very long. They got long legs. Then I got some bulls that are real stocky. And now the bulls with the long legs, they just as strong as the bulls that stocky, but they got more wind. They So it looked like the bigger bulls should beat them up and dominate them, but they long and strong, man. So when I see a lineman and the guy, hey, what's the guy? It was a guy made a video. He was talking about he hasn't signed with Colorado, but he was talking like he's gonna sign with Colorado. I think he's 6'6", 320. Dude was working out. Like he looked like a darn he looked like a I'm not gonna say a tight end, he like a defensive end. Let's say that. He looked lean. He didn't look like a fat lineman. He looked lean. And dude was talking. He was talking a lot of smash. Like he was talking some smack. So I feel like he ready to come in and make something happen. Oh, hey, we gonna have 100 yards the first game. The first game we got 100 yards. What advice? What bad advice Jordan been giving? Oh, Boo Mom made a post. She probably did that because we going in so hard with Jordan. I don't know. I don't think Jordan want to go to Tennessee. A Maryland guy going to Tennessee. I don't think. Like he went to Miami to go to school, and normally you would say Colorado is like a little small boring town, but when you in Colorado with Coach Prime, it's staying hype. It's hype all the time. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the big dude, 6'6", 330. Yeah, Ruben. Hey, that dude, he looked nice, man. Uh, yeah, the guy from Houston. Yeah, he got the dreads. He got a little with a little twist in his head. Yeah, he looked real nice. Uh, yeah, we don't need no more wideouts. No more wideout. But it's so crazy. Like like if the number one wideout in the country say he want to come to Colorado, do you turn him down? You can't turn him down. You can't turn him down. Like he's just gifted. He's nice. And if one of these Alabama wide receivers or one of these Georgia wide receivers want to come here, do you turn them down? You can't turn them down. You can't do that. I mean, cause we probably got 10. Not it's five of them wide receivers on our team. That's they might be fast. They might be like okay. And I hate to say this. I hate to say this. Like Eddie Robinson, not Eddie Robinson. What's the guy name? Robinson, the basketball player. His son. I think his name was Eddie. I think his name was Eddie Robinson. Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson's son. He he got hops, he got speed, he got will, he got heart, but he like 5'10". So these 6'3" guys coming in, that's full wide receivers. They not basketball guys trying to play wide receiver. They full wide receivers. It's gonna be hard for him to get on the field. So we might have 15 guys, but all 15 are not like 4-star caliber guys. Let's just be honest with ourselves. We maybe have we maybe have 7 guys out of that 15 that's 4-star kind of caliber. So we got room to upgrade. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, y'all. We got room to upgrade. Uh, I think it's happening faster than most people. One thing that kind of concerns me too, y'all. I was watching the highlight tape of the quarterback. I call him Baby Giraffe, the quarterback that we signed from Vanderbilt. I like the physicalness of him, and I like his presence in the pocket. And one of those deep ball throws was like a real good throw. But I seen him throw an interception, and it was just an errant throw. It was like no pressure on him in the pocket, and he just threw the ball like 4 yards away from the wide receiver. So that was kind of concerning. Like, no pressure, and you threw the ball. You was that off with your pass. So I hope he get in Shador pocket and he gets the benefit from some of these coaches that Coach Prime got around Shador. and he can soak up some of his knowledge and get his technique right. Cause you can't do that, man. You can't have a clean pocket and throw a pick. That's no good. Oh, he played cornerback. I thought he played wide receiver. I thought he played wide receiver. I thought he was a wide receiver, man. Well, I haven't seen him at corner either. I haven't seen him do nothing at corner. But like, okay, what wide receivers y'all think we got that can go to the league? We don't have to put Jimmy Horn on there. So we got Jimmy Horn. Miller might better go to the league. The guy that just came from Vanderbilt. The guy that came from TCU. I don't know too much about my man that came from NC State. I know his cousin in the league, and he tall, but he kind of slender, and he got good speed. But I haven't seen enough of him to say he can make it to the league. Like even like I'm hard on Weaver. Like I believe if Weaver get picked up, he gonna go late, like 6th, 7th round or free agency. Yeah, T.O. So the guys that we think can go to the league is and my man Baby T.O. and the guy from Vanderbilt and Jimmy Horn. And like even with Jimmy Horn, I don't think Jimmy Horn is a top. He might go late too. Like I was saying about Weaver, he might go late 6th, 7th round, or he might go free agency. Unless he just put up some crazy numbers. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about Mathis. I gotta see Mathis do something in the game. And Timmons, I gotta see him do something in the game. I gotta see him do something in the game. Yeah. Jimmy Horn have a lot of drops. That's why I'm not putting Jimmy Horn high up there. He got a lot of drops. And I haven't just seen him just beat his defender just like you can't guard me. I haven't seen that yet. Um like I can't the way Travis get open, I don't think Jimmy can get open like that. So if we had to say if I had to pick 4 receivers that I think can go to the league, Travis Hunter, my man from TCU, from what I'm seeing that just off of talent wise, he look like he could go baby T.O. Will from Vanderbilt and maybe Miller, if he do the same thing he did last year, if he has some more breakout games, but he kind of got quiet after that USC game. Uh, we got a lot of receivers, but I'm not saying we got just home run kind of talent wide receivers like how Alabama had that year. Not knocking our receiving core. I'll say our receiving core is kind of like our safeties and our DBs. They hit or miss. They got talent. There's no mistaking that we got talent, but can they put it together? Can they be consistent? Can they every week in and week out dominate? And I don't know. I don't see that just yet. Yeah. So look, y'all, we saying we might have 4 to 5 wide receivers. I'm seeing some of the same names. We got 15 dudes on the roster. 15 dudes on the roster. So we got 10. We got 10 guys on the roster that y'all don't believe in. Y'all don't believe in them. So we got room for some more wide receivers if they that kind of talent. If they jump off the page kind of talent. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I want to see what the tight end gonna do from Cincinnati. I want to see. He looked nice, but sometimes looks can be deceiving, but it also depends on the offense. And I know Shador does like to throw this tight end. Cause Stevens, he threw to Stevens a lot. And this year at the guy at Jackson State. And I think Stevens was all swag this year too. So if Shador get a good tight end, he will use them. And y'all hit the like button. We got 82 people in the room. We can at least get it up to 40 likes. I said y'all was scared to get on, huh? Y'all was scared to get. I gave y'all an invite. Everybody scared to jump on live, huh? Yeah, y'all scared to jump on the live. Um, but let me see if I got anything else, y'all. Let me see. Now we talk about Autumn School. We talk about Colorado. We talk about Florida. Oh, USC. USC, they lost 18 guys too, y'all. No, 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 no. That's not USC. That's South Carolina. Same initiative. South Carolina, they lost 18 guys and they brought in 9 guys. And they recruiting was like they got three 5 stars. I think 4. No, no, no. They got 3 4 stars and 6 3 stars. So South Carolina, they not doing too good either. They not doing too good. I think a lot of those guys is at South Carolina gonna go to Syracuse. A lot of guys they keep getting from Maryland. What y'all talking about in the chat, man? We gonna leave the light on for George Seaton. Uh, nah, look, I just put this dog hat on because I thought Georgia was in trouble. I thought Georgia was in trouble until I went and looked at their numbers, and they lost 18 guys, but they brought in 24 guys. So Georgia, they're doing what they're supposed to do. But if these rumors are true about Kirby going to the might be going to the Falcons, that could cause a jailbreak because a lot of position coaches take their guys with them. Oh, they're trying. Let me see if I can get B Bell in here and see if he. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get my man B Bell in here. See if we get the dog faithful, so he can give us a real update. Yeah, my man spreading that bad meat, y'all. That big D lineman we were trying to get from Alabama, he got arrested. He went back to Alabama. He jumped out the portal, went back to Alabama. He got arrested for spreading some bad meat around campus. Hey, I want Coach Reed to come to Colorado too, but he trying to get on. He tried to get on with Grambling, and he just reached out to Texas Southern. So I think he really want to play for a coach for HBCU because he know they need so much help. But I want him to come to Colorado too. The only thing about that, when we get so many of these coaches here in Colorado, Coach Prime got some of his guys have been rocking with him for a long time. So if a guy like Reed comes way out here, he's gonna want a certain amount of money. But I think if we got Reed out here, we will get some superstar talented safeties. Cause now man, that'll be crazy. If you learn it from 3 of the best to ever do it, Warren Sapp, Ed Reed, and Deion Sanders, but also Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens would not be on the roster. And I think if Coach Prime actually asks Chad Ocho to come work with the wide receivers, I think he would work with the small wide receivers and Terrell Owens will work with the big wide receiver. I mean, they can all both of them can teach them something, but Terrell can teach them how to win with your power and your strength, and Chad can teach them how to win by alignment and by having quick feet. So that's one thing that we have. And when I say we, I mean Colorado. What we have the advantage of is these kids get to talk to these Hall of Famers and kind of pick their brain and kind of get a deeper understanding what it all goes into being a pro for like a 10-year pro. And I was watching Coach Prime talk about when Warren Sapp was coming and dealing with the guys, and Warren Sapp had got in the I think he got in the hot tub or the cold tub. But he said he looked in the cold tub. First was like one or two guys in there. He said he came back out there. He was like 8 guys in the tub with Warren Sapp. You know, they got these real big tubs. It's not a small tub. They got real big tubs. So all them guys just wanted to be around Warren Sapp just to get that info. So you know when Terrell always being there, if we was to get Ed Reed, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I don't see now if Jimmy was on another team, I'd say Jimmy could be a special team specialist. But when we got Dylan, I feel like Dylan is our special team specialist. Think Dylan got more of a makeup kind of like what's my man from the Miami, Devin Hester. He got more of that Devin Hester kind of speed, short, small guy, shifty. So I think Dylan should be our special team. Y'all see how he ran that kickback? He only returned like 3 kicks all year. He ran one back. They called it back, but he ran it back. Like Jimmy didn't. Jimmy got closer running some kicks back, but he had more chances and he didn't run one back. And I don't want y'all to think I'm hating on Jimmy. DJ Promo said I'm hating on Jimmy. I'm like I'm not hating on Jimmy, dog. I'm just calling the ball, strike a strike. Jimmy good, but I don't see what I see Jimmy could be very good at is taking the top off of defense. Yeah, he turned Chad. Chad was just on there talking crazy. Chad was just playing, talking about he want all that money and all that kind of stuff. How you gonna get paid and you don't even? I don't even think Chad ever really coached. But Chad ain't going nowhere. Chad love his kids. Chad got about 7 kids down there in Florida. He ain't going nowhere. He got too many track meets and stuff to go to. Yeah, I watched them on that show and Chad Johnson talking about. Oh, I'm the same way, y'all. I don't play that. With my girl passing gas in the bed with me or in the car with me and all. Nah, I don't do that either. Some dudes do that. I don't do that. But this is what I tell ladies that I talk to. I'm like, look, see that bathroom in there? If you go in that bathroom, close the door, you can shake the whole house. You can have the whole house shaking, and I won't say nothing. But don't do it in here with me. I remember one time I had we were going to Vegas, and and the woman I was dealing with at the time, she had like a trench coat on. So I was getting the bags and stuff, and when I came back, she was standing out by the road, and I came up to her and I kind of walked up behind her and I hugged her. When I hugged her, boy, woohoo, all that funk came out that jacket, and she started laughing. I was like, man, why you just tell me? Like, it threw me off for like a good 30 minutes now. I was mad, but it was on me because I walked up behind her. She seen me coming and she tried to scoot over a little bit, but I came up behind and hugged her. Man, all that stank hit me in the mouth. Ah, man, Maryland ain't coming nothing, man. You see how you got them little turtles right there? That's what they are. They a whole bunch of little slow turtles. They ain't coming. I tried to pull for Maryland this year. I tried, but They said after week 5, Maryland goes down. After that week schedule, y'all go down, and that's what happened. Uh, you're right. He won't. Chad Johnson won't commit fully. Uh, but Chad, what Chad'll be good for is to go to a few. Nah, this is what Chad'll be good for. If Coach Prime could do a deal with DJ Stroin and Chad Johnson to run a wide receiver camp every year for the underclassmen, for the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, and then Chad get to look at all these guys out of Florida. Cause like he in Tampa, I think the Strong was in that Tampa area, I think. If they do a camp there and Chad get to see and kind of report back to the recruiters and say, yeah, cause I think sometimes you don't supposed to have contact with these kids. See, Chad is not connected to no university, so he can talk to whoever. They can have a little they can have a camp and Chad can evaluate some of these guys and tell Prime, okay, this is my list, my 1 through 10 of guys you should target out of Florida, DBs and wide receivers and quarterbacks. I think that's how Chad could help. A lot of DBs will come out to get taught by Chad. A lot of people come out just to be on the video with destroying. So I think that'll be a win-win. Yeah, man. Look, you not gonna make a believer out of us with Maryland, bro. We don't believe. Hey, what recruit had that jacket on? I seen one recruit. He had a jacket on, and when he opened a jacket like this, he had, I believe, in like Colorado colors on the inside of his jacket. That was pretty cool. Uh, I think he was a wide receiver. I want to say he was a guy from TCU. Yeah, I think Chad would be great, but I think Chad like to play too much. And Coach Prime got some kind of bond with the wide receiver coach. He was his offensive coordinator at Jackson. So I think he's gonna get elevated to offensive coordinator again, but I'm not for sure. My man Willie Patch, hey, Williams though, so he thought women don't. Yeah, women don't fart. They poop. They poop. If you got a woman that fart, you need to let her go. Oh, you need to let her go. And one more thing about that right there. I made a list a long time ago, y'all. This is how you can tell if a woman in love with you. If a woman use the bathroom with the door open, she yours forever. She in love with you, man. I I had a lot of women try to have a conversation with me with the door open. I was like, man, close the door. They were like, what? I was like, man, close the door, man. I can talk to you through the door. I don't want to see you. Ah, that's when you know they're in love. If they use the bathroom with the door open, they're in love with you, bro. You can do whatever then. You ah, for real. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, women only pee. That's it. Yeah, I don't think no guys really consider Maryland. When Maryland head coach said I was trying to get behind the Maryland flag. When Maryland head coach said, yeah, I I stole the keys to the building. I'm gonna try to get my little coaching in before they find out I got the keys or something. I'm like, what? You stole you before they find out you got the keys. So that means you feel like you really don't supposed to be here. So if you feel like you don't supposed to be here, who gonna ride behind? Man, no, nobody gonna have confidence in you if you don't have confidence in yourself. The only way he'll go to Maryland if Under Armour give him an unbelievable deal, but I don't understand why Under Armour didn't give that big tall guy a deal. The big tall because from what my man said, Jet said, I think Under Armour has a deal with South Carolina. So if you're gonna go play for a school that has Under Armour, I'm talking about the big tall 6'6" guy that ran track last year to play like wide receiver and defensive end. He could do it all. He was an athlete. This dude got world class speed. You 6'6". Why wouldn't you stay in Maryland where your people from and try to get a big NIL deal and I mean really try to get on the map with Maryland? Going to South Carolina, I didn't understand that. And then again, it's another guy out of Maryland this year, 4-star guy, the highest ranked guy out of Maryland. Again, he's going to South Carolina. So how can Maryland become a power if y'all keep letting all your guys go to South Carolina, a failing SEC team? Yeah, when you answer that question for me, then I believe in Maryland. Yeah, Seaton said he's still above. Yeah, he hasn't decommitted. Hey, I'll tell y'all, I like the fact he hasn't signed yet. Like, honestly, it's not even signing. February is signing time. And okay, and let's do the business side of it. Let's say if Jordan was my son. If Jordan was my son, I would say, look, Colorado done gave you a scholarship. You the highest ranked guy on their board. They not gonna take it from you. Just stay out here and play the field and see if you get a crazy offer. If you get a crazy offer that can, like, if he get like a $3 million offer or something like that, now it's almost like, okay, what are we talking about now? We talking about changing our lives, or we talking about you want to go play for Coach Prime? Like I let him, cause he's an offensive lineman. If he can get like a deal with some millions of dollars, you almost got to take that. Cause it's you know how many good players don't make it to the NFL. They said a 5-star has a 60% chance to make it to the NFL. A 4-star has a 30% chance to make it to the NFL. So every 5-star is not guaranteed to make it to the NFL. So with that being said, if somebody offers my kid $3 million, $4 million or something like that, I'm gonna say, look, man, let's go cash out, do your thing. We're gonna put this money up. We're gonna make sure we put it up right where you're gonna have money for the next 20 years and and we'll go from there. And if you're good enough, you'll make it to the league and we won't have to worry about this. But this 3 million, we're gonna put this up and we're gonna make it go the right way. You ain't buying no expensive cars, you ain't buying no expensive shoes and watches and all that. We're gonna put all this money, either you're gonna put it in a house or you're gonna put it in the stock market. I wouldn't even put it in the stock market because you can lose in that unless you're gonna put it in something like Facebook or Walmart, Amazon, something like that. But no random stocks. I mean, he might make more playing for Prime. He might. Like, you never know what's gonna happen because you ever heard about some of these athletes, they get insurance on their body? Some of these dudes get hurt. Some of these dudes tear their ligaments and stuff in summer camp. So football, this is what you know about football. It's 100% you're gonna get hurt playing football. It might not be a career-ending injury, but it's 100% you will get hurt. So that's why when you got show money on the table, and let's not lie to ourselves. While all these guys are doing this, they're doing it to get paid. Let's not lie to ourselves. So you want to get the bag. If you can secure the bag, if you can secure some M's, that can change your life. Even like if I had a son and he got like 800,000, I say, look, buy you a house. At least you know you always got a place you can go back to and figure it out. If you get cut, if this happens, whatever, you always got a place you can go back to and figure it out. You don't got to worry about getting put on the streets. You can go get a job working at the warehouse down the street and pay your taxes and your light bill until you figure it out. Cause I got a lot of friends, man, that played in the league and they blew a lot of money and it comes with the lifestyle. And that money runs out. 3, 4 years out of the league, that money run out. Sometimes I seen some guys that would play, spend their money throughout the season, halfway through the off season, they would have to go get a loan from the bank. They have to go get a loan from the bank to make it through the off season. So I if my son could get like some M's, I would say, look, do this, buy a house or pay this house off, whatever. So now pay your mama house off. Now your mama got somewhere to stay. The house will be in your name. Once your mama pass away, you get the house, so you get the money back. Now you got to set it up to where the money come back to these kids. Uh, yeah, you could buy land. Like I mean, in my situation different. I tell my son, I'm like, look, go buy a bunch of cows. We're gonna do this. We're gonna run the cows. So your money gonna make money. That's how I do. But I wouldn't advise my kids to do none of that big boy Floyd Mayweather kind of stuff until they got like $25 million. If you operating off of, because some of the dudes be making like 300,000, 500,000, and 500,000 once taxes and stuff come out, man, you got like 300,000. So that ain't a whole lot of money, man. Especially when you live in a different kind of, when you got to stay in gated communities and all that kind of. You see how Sean Taylor got murdered? How them people had access to his house and all that kind of stuff. A lot of these NFL guys, they have to stay in like gated communities and stuff like this because they can get robbed. And when you stay in them gated communities, now them houses where it in a normal neighborhood, this house would cost 400,000. Now it's costing 800,000 just because of the area that you stay in. When you buy these expensive cars, the insurance on these like Shadur insurance probably costs, and especially Shadur is still under 25. Shadur insurance is probably more than most people car note. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? His car note is already more than the average car note, but then the insurance on top of that is more than the average. And when you drive that car somewhere, you can't park it like in a regular parking lot. You got to park it up front. You got to valet it every time. So every time he goes somewhere, he got to spend probably another $40 to $100 a night just parking his car because you can't just park it in the when you go into the club and stuff. Man, my homeboy, he would drive. He tried to park regular. When he would park his truck on the side where everybody else, we'll come back, bust window, glass all on the seat. We got to ride home, cold air flying through the window. Cause think about it, most times it's off season like February, March, April, all that time of the year. So it's cold. We going out every time. We went to a car show one time and my homeboy car got broken into. All right, so if you don't park your car up front when you get these high end cars in these major cities, Detroit, Atlanta, all these places, they gonna break in your stuff, man. I go check out that video. I never seen the Under Armour video with Kevin Plank. I go watch that. Uh, exactly. I don't think he's going anywhere. But I don't think he's going anywhere. But if a school say, look, man, we're gonna give you $3 million to come play, as a family, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about this, and we got to bring it to Colorado. Like, look, I'm not asking for this, but if I come here and do what I got to do y'all think I can gross this kind of money here? Do y'all think I better get NIL deals to get this? Now, if Coach Prime get mad at me and say, man, look, man, it ain't about the money. If it's about the money, go with the money. I go with the money. But if he say, all right, I mean, I'm not guaranteeing you we can get you $3 million. But I already got some stuff in the work, and if you do what you're supposed to do, if you make all Big 12 team or whatever, oh, you at least be making like 300,000. We can at least get you 300,000, and if you do that for 2 years, and we can probably get you some more stuff. We can probably at least get you a million plus if you come here and make the all Big 12 team. Now we can go back to the family and say, look, I really want to play with Prime. I'm cool with a million. I'm cool with a million. I don't have to have the three. And I'm like, all right, well, son, that's what you want to do. That's this your life. Cause you never know who you gonna create a bond with in college that's gonna help you along the way. With Shador and Well Off Media and all these other guys, he might get a bond with these guys. But if he was go to Alabama or Georgia, think how many guys he'll play with that's gonna go to the league. So down the line, 4 or 5 years from now, even if he don't have the same career that they have, if they having 5, 15, 20 years, not on 20, but 12 years in the league, he can still hang out with some of them guys. One of them guys could get him a job. Like, look, man, be my bodyguard, personal assistant, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. I know you had a blowed out knee, but you my dog. So if you do this, this, and this, and watch bring the cars around when we doing this, and always like kind of be his security, personal assistant kind of guy, he might get another job from one of his homeboys. You never know what could happen if you get around a certain group of guys. But that's why I like Colorado. Why I'm so happy that Colorado started bringing this top talent, because now you got top talent guys with hopefully good guidance and leadership from Coach Prime and that coaching staff. That's why I'm excited. I hope because I don't think Nick Saban, he does give his guys some nuggets. I hear some of his stuff sometimes. I'm not privy to all the information, but I hear some of the nuggets that he give his guys. But I think Coach Prime and Warren Sapp and them guys, they know it from a different level. They know it from when the team don't want to pay you all your signing bonus money, how to get the most when you sign your contracts. They know it from a different level, from the player level, of how to maximize your potential, how to know when it's time to like I heard one guy say never request for a trade. Once you request for a trade, you kind of blacklist yourself in the league. So like stuff like that, they can talk to Warren Sapp and Coach Prime and Terrell Owens about, and maybe Chad Johnson about, and they can get some insight. They say Bucket about to post a video on Well Off Media with Shador and Seaton. Oh, Brady brain up on the underarm. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And I noticed Coach Prime didn't use, well, I don't think he used Michael Strahan suits anymore. I wonder what happened with that because I know he was using Michael Strahan company for the suits in Jackson. So I don't know what happened with that. I hope he still is, but I haven't heard anything about that. But yo, hey y'all, I gotta run. Y'all go check out this video that they talking about with Shadur and Jordan. See what Will off media popping out and but y'all go check that out, man. And I'm finna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. And y'all hit the like button. Y'all still we got 80. Well, y'all got half. We got half. But hit the like button on the way out, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in this go around. Gone.